Oh, I was actually changing the sets so that for interest, so that you don't think that I have the same things all the time. There, we'll put this one here. Okay. All right. I've been trying for a very long time. I've requisitioned to have my little work kitchen redone. I needed a renovation. They will not give me the funds. You know, the economy is very bad right now. They won't give me the funds to do this. I have a very old stove. I have the sink works good. Okay. This refrigerator is like sad. So, but I have to keep just using what I have. At any rate, this is Chef Cha-Cha Dave. Tonight I'm going to make a Kumato and mushroom tart. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dough. I started rolling it out. I put it between 2 layers of plastic wrap because I want to try to make this very, very thin. Sometimes I use flour, you know, on the marble stone and just roll it out without this. But this will give me a little bit more control. Okay, now this is what this looks like. I made several, okay, and I keep this in the refrigerator. This has been refrigerated for 30 minutes, and I made an extra one. I have actually several others. So now it's going to go in this pan, which is a tart pan with a removable bottom. I'm going to spray this with a little oil. It's not necessary always to do this, but it's a little insurance that it's going to come out. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. This looks pretty good. This is very short. That means that it's very brittle. Okay? So I'm going to put this here. Okay, now you press it in. You don't want to stretch this. You press this all the way into the sides. This broke a little bit here. You just press it in. And we want to clean the edges. So you take your rolling pin. So that's what this looks like. Now this is good. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is we prick the bottom of the dough in the pan so that it lets some steam out. We're going to pre-bake this by itself. I put on some silver foil. I'm going to use beans, and I use the same beans over and over again. That goes in there, and what that does is that it keeps it from puffing up in the center so that when we fill it, it'll be smooth. So now I'm putting it in a preheated oven at 400 degrees and about 10-15 minutes. You don't want it to overdo it because what's going in here are the tomatoes and the mushrooms and cheese, and it's got to be baked again, okay, for another 15 minutes. Hiya, we're back, and this has been in the oven for 15 minutes, and I don't know, who is this? At any rate, he's sitting on the beans. These beans, now I'm going to move this little guy over. Isn't he cute? Oh, cute. Okay. Okay, now, take the beans out. We don't need those. I saved them for the next time that I use this. Now, you'll see that there's a little crack in here. I told you this was very short. That's okay. Okay, now, so here, these are the Kumatoes, and I've been put a little salt on them, and I'm going to take this fluid out, and I'm going to put them in here. I actually did some research about them. I saw them in my market. I bought them. They intrigued me. Sometimes they're black. It said on the internet that they were originally from Galapagos, which is Greece, but now I just read another article that said that on Long Island somebody found them and that they were from other countries. Somebody in Urdu explained to the guy that that's where they were from. I'm not sure I believe that. Okay, but at any rate, these are very sweet, they're very flavorful. They're so much more flavorful than regular tomatoes. So that's why I wanted to use them. We're going to put these mushrooms on here. I had a lot more mushrooms, but Amar has been tasting these after I sauteed them. They are sauteed. These are raw. Okay? I can't help it. Okay? Now, so here's the tart pan. The first thing that I start with is honey. Dijon mustard goes on the bottom. That gets all smeared around. This is jack cheese. which I've shredded, and this is about, oh, 1 3/4 cups. This is going to be outstanding. Alright, on top of that, I'm going to put 3/4 cup of gorgonzola. Spread that all around. Now I'm going to put on the mushrooms. I would have had a lot more mushrooms if Amar didn't decide he wanted to test them. But they must be good. He's still standing. Now at this point I'm going to put a little bit of granulated garlic. You can use fresh garlic also, but this is outstanding. Okay. And now I'm going to put just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Now I'm going to lay these tomatoes all around. The Kumatoes, not tomatoes. You say Kumato, I say tomato. Kumato, tomato. And they're interesting. Look at the colors of these. They're weird. But I'll tell you, I ate some of these. They were delicious. Look at this. That's dynamite. Now, I'm going to put on top of this some rosemary. Alright, this is some basil. On top of that, I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese. Oh hell, I'll put the whole thing on. There we go. A little bit of parsley. This is extra virgin olive oil. This is going to be terrific. By the way, I forgot to show you. This is what the tomatoes, you see it says Kumato. I want to say Kumato, but I think it's Kumato. And look at the colors of these. Alright? And these happen to be from Canada. Okay? My friend Emron lives in Canada. And I don't know, maybe he grows these. Emron, do you grow these? I don't know. He'll have to let me know. But at any rate, that's what those look like. And if you looked at them, you wouldn't really think they were very appetizing. They taste incredible. Alright, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, I'm back. It's out of the oven. It's been out, let it rested about, 8 to 10 minutes so I can handle it. What I'm going to do is you put it on one of these cans. You can put it on anything. This comes out like this. Okay? And ow, 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 it's hot. And now I'm going to take this and put it right on this platter here. Okay, now here we are. I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, again, on top, just a little bit. A little bit of moisture on there. And I'm using Colavita. This is excellent olive oil. It's not that cheap. I've spared no expense. But at any rate, this is delicious olive oil. I'm going to cut this. This is terrific. Just put a little parsley on top of this. Okay. And a tiny bit of salt and pepper. I want Amar to taste this. And I'm going to request that he doesn't go, I want some kind of other reaction, if I could. It really looks great. Let's just see what he thinks. Oh, some cheese around the top. You better hurry up, Amar. It's about ready to fall off. Now I'm going to taste some too. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. You know why? Because this is terrific. It is, I'm trying to taste all of the flavors. It's great. I love that crust. And if you look at this, okay, this is very, very thin. Sometimes you can make it a little thicker and it'll be easier to serve, but this is wonderful. I mean, this will come up easy, and this crust is light and flaky. It's better than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes my pie crusts don't come out. This came out perfectly. So give this a try. It's not that hard. You just have to work on it a little bit, and it's absolutely delicious. And it can be an appetizer, a slice for each person, or this can be a light supper with a salad on the side. Okay? I'll see you next time. Bye.